If you disclose your invention in a public way more than a year before you file anything, you're screwed, man. So I think one of the biggest mistakes that at least I see early stage startup type people make is disclosing their invention way too early. And I'm laughing just because I see it a lot, and I'm also laughing because the patent law definition of disclosure or public disclosure is incredibly unforgiving. Uh, so you may think that telling someone about your invention is completely cool, and oh, I've known this guy for years. He wouldn't tell anybody, and that might be true. But if you get a an assertive, aggressive litigator on the opposite side of this patent someday, who the hell knows? They're gonna poke around and they're gonna find out who you may have disclosed this invention to too early. If you disclose your invention in a public way, or if you offer it for sale more than a year before you file anything, you're screwed. There's nothing we can do. You've gifted it to the public domain, and that's something that like people don't fully appreciate with patent law. They just think that it's kind of like a perfunctory, we just mail in a form and it's all good. And that's, I guess, part of the mistake that people make, is that they think it's like a pretty easy process. But what people don't realize is the philosophical reason why we even have this patent structure to begin with is an inventor gifts or provides their invention to the public in exchange for this very powerful monopoly. And so if you've already done that without going through the proper channels and all that, the government has taken the position that, hey, thanks, you've given it to us. Cool, great. And, so I think that's probably the most common and the most deadly mistake, not in a literal sense, most grave mistake that people make before they even talk to an attorney. So, like, I have gotten in the practice now that, like, one of the first questions I ask people is, have you told anybody about this? If so, who and under what circumstances? Because, like, I made a mistake a few times in my career, and it just slips my mind, is that I get super excited to talk to an inventor, and I get super excited about the invention and the tech, and like I get really excited about like the human story of it, and I'm just like yucking it up with this inventor, and then I'm like, oh crap, did you disclose this to anybody? Outside the confines of an NDA, and then like I wait for that answer, and I'm like, please, 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 please. So I think that's probably like the most common and the most severely bad mistake that that an inventor can make.